Salam everyone, it's Brunstinger 3 here, guys. Let's hit it. Yeah. Alright, let's see what we can do.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want?
Holy shit, a blasphemous coupling of living flesh and synthetic bone. This relic of an age long forgotten shudders with a self-same vital series that animated Sagespires my sense of sentinels. I was hoping for better bracelets, but I can see what happened.
It last you a good while.
It better last me as fucking long as I need it to.
You can thank me later. My best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. My best work, but it'll do. Anything else?
Only off by 10, but I guess the defense makes up for it, in theory.
I was wondering when next you'd visit.
One can only assume that the Moon Crystal's ability to channel ether was valued by the fallen civilization as it has long been by ours. Much more, no doubt, due to the vast quantities of ether their ingenious inventions must have required. The blessings of the crystal that to modern man has seemed a nigh limitless bounty must to them have appeared to restore a most limited indeed. No wonder that they should seek to find the very source of this blessing that they might claim it for their own. You witness the bitter fruit of their ambition within that tower. And not only that, their ambition to overthrow the gods 2. The Icon class Omega Destroyer of the Divine. Ironically, the Icon's mighty works for. Ironically, the Icon's mighty works for Ultima. If his words are to be believed, should their name should take their name from a mighty work of mankind that was designed to show or perhaps entirely fitting. From my work, that was just sort of perhaps entirely fitting.
If I may observe, history can wait. In short, fare thee well, my friend.
Clive. Take care.
Good morrow to you, my friend. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
After being chased from the gates of Port Isola on suspicion of trading in contraband, they fled north with bandits and beasts in pursuit. Their path took them nigh to the Sagespire, an ancient fallen tower, with which they seemed strangely familiar. The leader of the Dusk Crystal miners, he and his associates Halleck and Marnik, have long been visiting Sagespire to claim for their own bounty of the magic tech mother critters that sleeps within. The darkening of the skies brought with it a sudden effluence of crystal, which the miners sought to take advantage of by trading their excess yield on the black market. He and associates hail from an isolated community driven from their ancestral homeland by the spread of the blight, having relied on the dust crystals for their survival. However, upon learning that it is crystals that cause the blight, and knowing that it is but a matter of time before authorities of the twins in Sagespire claim the mother crystal inside for themselves, he permits Clive to destroy the artificial heart. One of Femiel's familiars alongside Marnik engaged in mining shards of dust crystal from the magic mother crystal. His natural nervousness is exacerbated by the perilous situations to which his chief is wont to expose him. Marnik, one of Femiel's familiars alongside Halleck, engaged in mining shards of dust crystal from the magic mother crystal. Being strong of food and sunny of spirit, he finds himself well suited to physical tasks, and a good thing too, for those in Famiel's employ often find themselves having to run for their lives at a moment's notice. The voice of Aspire, at least one heard echoing throughout its halls, that regards Clive and his allies as unwelcome intruders and seeks to remove them, not merely from the tower itself, but from existence. Its cold inhumanity suggests that it has no human conscience at its core. It is not but another diabolical device of the fallen creation. It is an artificial intelligence that controls the functioning of the tower's drivers' contrivances, sending wave after wave of magic monstrosities to eliminate Clive and his allies. However, Clive is not so easily eliminated. After destroying the heart of the man-made mother crystal, the voice falls silent. Following the fall of Rosaria, Imperial rule, the city became a stronghold of the Western garrison. Its gates closed to native Rosarians seeking shelter from the chaos availing the world beyond its walls. With the collapse of the Empire and withdrawal of the garrison, Port Solar has reverted to local rule and sell swords to Lord Byron's employ, ensuring her gates remain open to refugees, yet closed to those who would usher outside chaos within. Makes sense. Another ancient relic of the fallen, the Sagespire has loomed dark on the northern Rosarian horizon for as long as anyone can remember. Local legends about the tower being haunted abound, and as such, the remote uplands moors upon which the tower stands remain largely uninhabited to this day, despite having been yet claimed by the Blight over years. Myriad attempts to find entrance to the ruins have ended in failure, but that does not necessarily mean that someone or some three has not only stumbled across a means inside. After centuries of slumber, the Sagespire has awoken at bed for unknown reasons. An early survey of the theory says the tower is indeed the source of the realm's Dusk Crystals. The specimens seemingly growing from the walls in large uncontrolled clusters, also identified as what appears to be a crystalline heart set high upon a central dais. Most disturbingly, however, the tower seems to exhibit a manner of sentience, reacting to those who cross the tower's threshold and speaking to them in a language that is both at once uncomfortably similar and utterly foreign. Cursory analysis of vocal records discovered in the tower said that the Sagespire was a facility dedicated to the mass production of artificial crystal. Even after the facility was abandoned following tragedy at the Desmenkis, the remaining specimens continued to slowly grow into the destruction of the spire's heart amid a sudden discharge of discordant resonance that led to the shattering and dissipation of all nearby dust crystals. While the main function of the Sagespire was the mass production of artificial crystal, the fallen facility also appears to have been used in the magic repurposing and weaponizing of byproducts from the crystallization process. The site was evacuated and scaled during Ultima's assault on Desmenkis, with tower security and maintenance duties relegated to Echo-like automata talos machines that stalk the Spire's ivory halls to this day. Rumor has it that with the Sagespire's recent awakenings, ruins in the area have unexpectedly flung their gates open, introducing all manner of grim and grotesque creatures into the heretofore abandoned waste. The ancient civilization had thrived some thousands of years before the present day. Though no direct records of fallen remain, early legends of the modern corpus speak of them as the mean of Medshek, the pinnacle of whose magical technology was enormous cities that soared through the skies. Comparisons of the ruins of these airships and other ancient structures connected to Ultima reveal slight but marked differences. The former is but a close copy of the latter. Alas, it seems their pursuit of Ultima's most closely guarded secrets led to their downfall. When they sent their fleet against this Menkis and ushered in the tragedy that saw their civilization fall. In any civilization, let me see, their magic technology began by aping those wonders left behind by Ultima many aeons prior, and in their attempts to divine those secrets most inseparable from divinity. The crafting of a mother crystal and the terrible strength of the icons. Ultima, by many eons prior in their attempts to divine those secrets most inseparable from divinity, means the crafting of mother crystal and terrible strength of the icons. The ruins that litter the lands around the Uzbekis lend weight to the theory that they were also used to wage war, as does the presence of several similar craft in the Sagespire, a veritable factory of dealing armaments. A term that appears in early histories of fallen civilization describes their highly advanced magical technology, of which the airship is the most best known example. They also produce weapons all but essential from living things, yet those destructive whose struck power rivaled that of the gods of legend. The early chronicles label these beasts the iconic lasties, and it's from this term that the icons of the present day take their moniker. Though it was long believed that iconic glassies mentioned in early histories were lost to the ages. One such abomination was discovered in the Sagespire, along the heart of the Magitek, mother crystal that powered its long crushing wrath. That powered its world crushing wrath. Strange clockwork ring. Though originally was ultimately created by the NT in a time lost in memory, the Fallen appear to have employed Magitek to successfully engineer replicas eerily identical, both appearance and functionality, and casting doubt upon the hypothesis that an echo's form is somehow a result of scavenging ruins. Despite being matchless for the better half of a millennium and a half, the Auto Machina continue to dutifully attend to the task bestowed upon them before the fall. Nuts. The shadowy shards that line walls of Sagespire, family and associates have long mined these crystals to provide for their people the sudden outgrowth that accompanied the darkening of the skies, provided a boundless yield that they elected to sell for profit. Their closer resemblance to those shards that make up the mother crystal suggests that they too are linked to a heart, one that sleeps somewhere within the tower. They were the product of the Fallen's ambition to replicate the original mother crystals, and though their reproduction was far from its model equal in terms of the strength and stability of its charge, they faded just the same when their heart was destroyed. Yeah. The heart of the artificial mother crystal sleeps within the stage spot. It closely resembles the hearts of the true mother crystals, although the Fallen chose to keep theirs inside some manner of magic shielding system. Until that his Clive's allies came too close for comfort, and the tower's sailors ordered it evacuated in an inner chamber. The heart of the artificial mother crystal that slept within the stage spire, like the hearts of the true mother crystals, at least huge quantities of ether from the earth. Oh, I didn't know that. The Fallen, however, designed their own to conjoin with their ultimate Magitek monstrosity Omega, inspiring it to even greater limits of destructive power. Yet even with the heart's strength at its disposal, Omega was no match for the might of Clive and his allies. After the Icon class met its brutal end, so too did the heart. Beasts and beastmen captured by the Fallen and held prisoner in the Sagespire. The variety of the species on display suggests that they were collected from across the length and breadth of Valisthea. Many are barely recognizable from their modern-day counterparts, though whether this is a result of those creatures who escaped imprisonment changing over the ages or of the experimentation conducted on those unlikely who did not remains clear. It is clear, however, that being released from their cells, they will dutifully obey the tower's orders to assure intruders. Research laws left behind by their captors suggest that they were intended to be used in the following experiments in the crafted crystals from organic seed. Those on the lower levels appear to have escaped much of this experimentation, being released from their cells to drive out intruders. Those on the upper levels, however, exhibit strange crystalline structures that could join in their flesh, proof that they were needed of the Fallen's ambitions for them. The existence of the magic heart and Dusk Crystals shows that their research succeeded. The only byproduct of their experiments being repurposed for military means. Of the magic heart and Dusk Crystals shows that that's fucked up. Arms produced by the Fallen many centuries past using material. Arms produced by the fallen many centuries past using materials and methods arms produced by the fallen many centuries past using materials and methods far more advanced than those available today. Their capacity for destruction likewise eclipses that of the deadliest weapons of the modern era, which goes some way to explain why the fallen are no longer with us. These weapons came in myriad shapes and sizes, from miniature magical cannons intended to be wielded by foot soldiers, to failed experiments into breeding crystals repurposed as living weapons. Let me see. Failed experiments into breeding crystals. Let me see. From miniature magical cannons intended to be wielded by foot soldiers to failed experiments into the breeding crystals. Repurposed as living weapons to the mechanicals Omega, a self-proclaimed magic tech monstrosity designed to overthrow the gods themselves, powered by the stolen secret of creation. By far the mightiest of the many magic weapons produced by the fallen civilization, the name Eikon last means destroyer of the divine, and this is exactly the purpose for which they were created, to overthrow the gods, that humanity might rule over all creation. Scholars believe that numerous Eikon lassies of different designs were produced by the fallen's rival factions, yet all were destroyed during the Magic War and the ill-fated invasion of the Menkeys that followed. The discovery of Omega, however, raises the possibility that other Eikon classes may still survive the world-shattering power, but unlucky archaeologians misstep the world-shattering power by the unlucky archaeologians misstep away. A gruesome gore found clinging to the walls of the upper reaches of the Sagespire, pulsing organically and glistening like lifeblood, a similarity of the flesh of the strange beast Clive and his allies encountered in the lower levels suggests that they may have been crafted from this very substance. The fallen were tending to regrow. The fallen were attempting to grow crystals using beasts and beastmen as seeds, and this substance appears to be a byproduct of those experiments. Its strength and malleability proving the ideal material from which to craft living weapons. It appears that the disturbance in the aether resulting from Ultima's casting primogenitus overwhelmed whatever infernal energy produced it, resulting in its runaway growth out of the facility. Oh, that is fucked. While exhibiting many of the similar features of conventional goblins and damn ancient goblins. While exhibiting many of the distinguishing features conventionally attributed to goblins, large ears, 100 gait, malevolent eyes, and these unique specials encountered in the dim can be characterized by their rotten, gnarled flesh and a shock of fiery red hair starting from their crowns down the length of their crooked spines. It is more the weapon, what is more weapon carry are neither the twisted bows nor rusty spike, rather crooks and cleavers, and generally crafted from material of decidedly fallen origin. Though how the goblins might have worked the material where mankind has certainly failed remains a mystery. It has become ever more apparent that the strange creatures now roaming the dim are not, in fact, a new species of goblin, but rather an old one, likely captured by the fallen and imprisoned inside of Sagespire for the purpose of academic research. They would have remained suspended in time indefinitely, bound by the towers. Arcane magic had not happened since seeing the locks thrown from their cages. 15 centuries after their capture, while these goblins exceeded their more modern cousins in strength, hardiness, and overall ferocity, possibly through magic augmentation, there is no apparent difference in mental faculty. Oh, that's something. Ancient Mentor, at a glance, the quality and complexity of both the thicker markings on their skin and the gold work, the door implies that these ancestors of the Tory currently inhabiting the deserts of Damakti achieved a much higher level of civilization than their modern day progeny. The crystallization of the horns and hooves, however, is a clear evidence of experimentation at the hands of their fallen captors. Yeah, that makes sense. Ungerminu! My fate, stay night or some shit. Anyways, unlike Sigma or Omicron, creatures coax into existence through the miracle of fallen science. Ungerminu is an example of Sagespire's engineers imposing their wills onto existing life form. In an arrogant attempt to simulate or enhance its connatural faculties, a crystal embedded within its cranium may either serve as a source from which ethereal essence is drawn or means of control by an outside party. Shit. Sigma, colossal killing machine forged not from iron and steel, but from the living flesh grown in a laboratorium. Both deeply swift and magically adept, Sigma is thought to have served the fallen as a guardian of the Sagespire, tasked with preventing unauthorized access through the tower's upper levels and the secret stored within. Not content with the combat performance exhibited by their Sigma model, Sagespire engineers continue perfecting their methods until they had created Omicron, a model which throw similar in size and built to its predecessors, but stronger, faster, and more resilient. The engineers also feel the need to give it a sword and teach it how to use it. Yeah, it seems smaller though in some models. Weird. Omega, or Iconoclast defense system Omega 1, was Sagespire's last line of defense in the preservation of its most valuable asset, the artificial heart. Capable of warping the very geometries that define our world, the magic construct was likely one of the most powerful weapons ever created by the fallen. I see. Must be not made of organic material too.
Did you learn everything you needed?
Man, this shit is nuts.
You going somewhere, Sid?
No.
Can we come? Promise we'll be good.
You will not be good. Alright guys, so for this one here, this was a pretty cool DLC. Pretty nice, albeit rather very, very short. It's only like, what, 5 videos or 4.5 videos, give or take. Yeah. Because typically my videos are 50 minutes or more. But that's all there for this one, guys. Valisthea 3 out. Peace be with you. God bless. Delahunu, guys, and Islam. So, Islam and Delahunu. Bye.